Hello, students. This video is more so a draft video. I will be doing this video again, and you can use this for learning purposes. I'm just saying it's more so a draft video because I would like to go into more depth than I will in this video, but this will be a good learning tool. I realize that the examples for lo, la, los, and las need more explaining because there are several combinations that they can stand in place for, and so I made a PowerPoint specifically to go in depth with those alone so that you guys can understand the various possible meanings with some examples in dialogues and monologues. So we're going to do some examples with lo. So what I want you to know is we're going to use the verb querer, which is to want, or to love or to like, but in this case we'll use it for the want context. And lo quiere can mean 6 different things. It can be the direct object, he wants it, the masculine it object. He wants him. This is a he wanting another, separate, different him. But then there's also he wants himself, which I know sounds like a very awkward sentence, but in some cases you can say that you want yourself. For, I don't know, like for a race or something. I want to be the one that's going into the race and no one else, so I want myself for that race. That's a example of when you could use that sort of a thing. Then we have it, masculine object, wants it, masculine object, so like the male dog, el perro, quiere el perro, the male dog wants the other male dog. Then a masculine object, it wanting him, like the dog wanting the owner, or the dog wanting the attention of a familiar face. And then finally, it, masculine object, wants itself. So, I don't know, in some case, the dog wanting itself for something. And these are 6 different examples of how lo quiere can be used, and lo quiere stands in place for all of those scenarios. I know it's a little much, but we're going to move on to another verb, same 6 examples, but with a different verb. And this one will make a little bit more sense instead of the want example, because it is kind of weird to use a reflexive for want, but it is possible. Love can definitely be reflexive, and so let's say he loves it, this could be the el perro, the male dog, or it could even be the book. He loves the book, el libro, he loves it, the book. He loves him, he loves his brother, he loves his friend, he loves his father. Any example for that. He loves himself. He looks in the mirror and he loves himself. Then there's it, masculine object, loves it, masculine object. It, masculine object, loves him. So, like, again, the dog can love him. And then it, masculine object, loves itself. Oops, I need to put it there, and this is why this is a test, because there are a couple of errors. And so, the dog loving itself. Finally, lo odia. Odiar means to hate. He hates it, masculine object, he hates him, so, this is a guy hating another guy. He hates himself, which is a very sad state of affairs. And then it masculine, so like, Sparky hating Pedro, the dog hating the other dog. It hates him, the dog hating like a male person. And it hates itself, the dog hating itself. Maybe it, I don't know, pooped on the floor and now it's being punished. And now it's self-loathing. Just trying to give some real life examples as to, when you see lo odia, you see lo quiero, you see lo ama, to give some real life examples as to when it would be used. So lo quiere, here's an example. We're gonna have an example. Lo quiere, he wants it. The masculine object. Pedro le gusta mi perro Ernesto. Se llevan bien entre ellos. Pedro está triste este fin de semana porque no puede ver a su amigo y lo quiere. By the way, you will notice that there are no accents in this PowerPoint. Again, this is a tester. I will add accents later. In the final PowerPoint. And so that's the Spanish. Now we're going to read the translation. Oops. Yep, I gotta erase that Okay, so Pedro le gusta mi perro Ernesto. Se llevan bien entre ellos. Pedro está triste este fin de semana porque no puede ver a su amigo y lo quiere. So when I read the Spanish in the first panel where it's just Spanish script, I'll read it slowly for comprehension purposes. But when I come to the translation page, I'm gonna read it at regular speed. Because the English is down there below to read. So that translates as, Pedro likes my dog Ernesto. They get along well. Pedro is sad this weekend because he can't see his friend and he wants him. So lo quiere is being used in this context as he wants him. Now we have a negation. No lo quiere. He doesn't want him. A Miguel no le gusta a Guillermo. And I'm not sure that there should be an A there. It might just be Miguel no le gusta a Guillermo. I have to check my grammar. I'm not completely sure. No lo quiere la clase. Él no es su amigo y no le cae bien. So then we have the faster speech. A Miguel no le gusta a Guillermo. No lo quiere en la clase. Él no es el amigo y no le cae bien. Miguel doesn't like Guillermo. He doesn't want him in the class. He is not his friend. And he doesn't sit well with him. Now we have lo ama. He loves himself. This one is a little bit longer. Okay, it's a bit longer, but I had to think of a backstory to make this make sense. Excuse me. Seasonal allergies. Lo ama. Pobrecito Javier. Su novia se acabó con él este sábado pasado en la fiesta de luz. Me sorpresa que él puede funcionar después. Habían estado juntos durante 3 años. Él me dijo durante mirando en el espejo que me amo y que eso es, que es la más importante. Todavía espero que él esté bien. Si lo ama de verdad, él pasará por esto. Lot of vocabulary there. So, now I'm going to read it at regular speed and then we'll read the English translation. Pobrecito Javier. Su novia se acabó con él este sábado pasado en la fiesta de luz. Me sorprende que él puede funcionar después. Habían estado juntos durante 3 años. Él me dijo durante mirando en el espejo que me amo. Y que eso es que es la más importante. Todavía espero que él esté bien. Si lo ama, de verdad, él pasará por esto. Poor Javier. His girlfriend broke up with him this past Saturday at Luz's party. It surprises me that he can function afterwards. They had been together for 3 years. He told me while looking in the mirror, I love myself. And that is the most important thing. Still, I hope that it will be okay. And if he truly loves himself, he will get through this. Lo odia. He hates it, the masculine object. Nunca estudia por sus clases y hoy se tiene un examen. Él no va a gustarla. Duerme durante las clases y odia al profesor y a todos los estudiantes. ¿Por qué lo odia tanto? Eso es porque nunca estudia. Nunca estudia por sus clases y hoy se tiene un examen, él no va a gustarla. Duerme durante las clases y odia al profesor y a todos los estudiantes. ¿Por qué lo odia tanto? Eso es porque nunca estudia. He never studies for his classes. And today there's an exam. He's not going to like that. He sleeps during his classes and hates the professor and all of the students. Because he hates him so much, that is why he never studies. So now we did a couple examples. Now we're going to do back and forth dialogues. ¿Lo quiere o no lo quiere? Wait a minute, why is that? Oh, that's so weird. Okay, so the Spanish title is supposed to go with the Spanish script, and the English title is supposed to go with the English script, and I have it reversed, but whatever. He wants it or he doesn't want it. ¿Lo quiere? No, lo quiero. No, lo quiero. Wait a minute. Oh, snaps. Hold up. ¿Lo quiere? No lo quiere. No lo quiere. No lo quiere. Okay, that quiero is supposed to be quiere. So I'm just gonna read it as quiere because it's the wrong thing. So, ¿lo quiere? No lo quiere. No, lo quiere. No, lo quiere. Pero lo ama. No lo ama de verdad. Lo odia. So what I was trying to say was, oh, no, that is right. Yo, I'm confusing myself. Oh my gosh. Okay, so like when I say quiero should be quiere, it is quiero. Because, see, okay. So my goal here with these dialogues is to have some actual actors act it out. You know, I need friends that are Spanish proficient to do these skits with me, and my goal is to, like, have two people, you know, physically standing there and saying this back to each other, and then have, like, the captions, and then we can go over the dialogues together. It's very hard to make the setting in my head while just reading this, just me, like it's really going on. So, it's two people, right? And one's like, and we'll go to the English. Let me just do the English first, because it'll be easier if we do the English first. He wants it. No, I want it. No, he wants it. No, he doesn't want it. But he loves it. No, he doesn't love it. Truly, he hates it. That's the dialogue. It's like an argument going on between two people about, you know, one person thinks that he wants it. Let's say It's a dog in this case. He wants the dog. He wants it. And the other person's like, no, actually, I want it. And he says, no, he wants it. And he says, no, he doesn't want it. In actuality, the other person argues, but he loves it. And then they say, no, he doesn't love it. Actually, he really hates it. So that's what's happening in this dialogue. So, lo quiere, no lo quiero. Okay, so I'm like not putting the right emphasis in the right place. So the way this should be read is, lo quiere, he wants it. No, no quiero. No, I want it. No, lo quiere. No, he wants it. No, no lo quiere. No, he doesn't want it. Pero lo ama, but he loves it. No lo ama de verdad, lo odia. He doesn't love it. Truly, I tell you, he hates it. And that's how the dialogue's supposed to go. I'm telling you, tone and emotion play a big part in understanding dialogues. Hence why I watch telenovelas. Alright, so here's the last dialogue. Two dialogue. So, lo ama o no lo ama. And what I'm going to do is, when I have the script, I'm actually going to write the translation underneath each line, because it will be much easier than me clicking back and forth from Spanish to English. If I just have them both together, that'll really improve this. So, lo ama. Pero, okay, you know what? I'm gonna read the English first, because we'll read the English first, then we'll do the Spanish, so that I'll know where to put the tone. He loves him, but he doesn't even like dogs. He truly loves him, but he doesn't like animals at all. He doesn't hate him. That doesn't mean he loves him. I think he will learn to love him. All that man loves is himself. Lo ama, pero no le gustan a los perros. De verdad. Oh, that should not be le gusta. That needs to be... Wait, de verdad le gusta? No, that's not right. That should be de verdad lo gusta. Or lo quiere. Whatever. I'll change it later. So, pero no le gusta animales. No lo odia. No significa que lo ama. Pienso en tiempo que va a aprender cómo amarlo. Ese hombre solo lo ama a él. And I don't know if, like, saying a él after lo ama is redundant, because lo ama, like, we all know what it means. You know, it means he loves himself, and I just don't know if it's necessary to put, like, a él as, like, to add more emphasis, or if it's just too redundant, like, he loves himself to himself. To him. So, you know, one might argue, hey, why did I upload this if this is like a tester? And I mean, I think it's good, you know, for my audience to be aware that, hey, you know, I am not infallible. I do make mistakes, and this is my second language, it is not my first. And you can watch, you know, my process of trying to figure out how to better these PowerPoints, and please leave in the comments below, you know, what do you want to see to make learning language easier? What do you want to see to make the PowerPoints clearer? I want to have audience feedback, because I want to make this as clear as possible. And, you know, everyone's not a fan of transliteration. Some people may argue, you know, it's way too complicated, you're getting way too deep into linguistic, you know, galaxies and cosmos and But I like to dive deep and compare and contrast and, go between languages and investigate, what are the detailed differences between the two. And so please, add your input below if this PowerPoint made any sense. Like I said, this is not the final draft. I will be making a video with this PowerPoint with the accents and the edits and, everything fixed and make it more clear. But this is just my tester right now, and I hope it was, somewhat helpful that, to give a couple examples of the various meanings that, lo can be used for, as well as la, los, and las as direct objects.